Welcome to the Free Super Tips Premier League Tipping Challenge, sponsored by Bet Victor. And look who we've got with us this week, Scottish football legend Alan Brazil.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Big weekend after the Champions League match is so great.
Yeah, we're going to focus on the 5 big games this weekend, and we're going to get cracking with Fulham versus Watford. Fulham have seen an average of 3.8 goals in their games since they've returned to the Premier League, and they've also conceded the most so far. But on the flip side of that, they do look like they can get a goal, don't they? Especially with Mitrovic up front. Watford obviously got off to a flying start, came down to earth a bit, you know, with a defeat against Man United, but it certainly wasn't disgraced. No. In 4 of their 5 games so far, there's been 3 goals or more. So we see goals in this game. If you want a speculative punt, we'd say something like 2-2. But the actual selection we're going to give is over 2.5 goals and both teams to score.
I'd go with that. Just going through my notes and stuff. I think Fulham at home will score goals. Kearney's a good player. I like him. Session, we know about Mitrovic. But Watford are good this year, aren't they? Deeney's in great form. I like little Will Hughes. I think he's going to get better as the season goes on. I can't split them. So I think you're right. I'm going to go 2-2 as well.
On to Manchester United versus Wolves. Now, Manchester United have got back on track after that defeat against Tottenham, bounced back with a couple of good away wins. Still not probably, you know, banging in the goals up top. They've only scored 8 goals in 5 games. It's probably the Mourinho effect. He does like to keep things tight, doesn't he? Wolves, we've been so impressed with them at Free Super Tips. The midfield, they knock it about nice, keep possession of the ball. Really been impressed with them. We think this is a low-scoring game. We're going to go for 1-1, but the main selection would have to be under 2.5 goals for us.
Yeah, I'm going to go opposite, I'm afraid. I think United, have they turned the corner? I'm not quite sure yet. But Pogba in great form in midweek, wasn't he, over in Switzerland? I expect him to hopefully pull the strings. Whereas Wolves, I have been impressed. Moutinho in there. Neves a good player up front as well. Traore, his pace. I'm going to go United 3. Wolves 1. I think Wolves will score. I don't trust United's defence, but I think United have turned the corner. I fancy 3-1.
On to Saturday tea time, and we've got Brighton against Tottenham. Now, Tottenham have got to fight back from 3 successive defeats. I don't remember the last time that happened. Harry Kane is also, you know, is he right? He's looking a bit laboured up front. Does he need a break and all that? You know, that's going on forever, that conversation. Brighton, they've had goals in their games so far at home. They've had a 3-2 and a 2-2 so far. Even Monday night away from home, it was 2-2. So it looks like there's goals there. Chris Hughton, obviously, against his old side. Yes. For us, this game will have goals in it. We, again, think this could be around about the 2-2 mark, but the main selection for us would have to be over 2.5 goals.
It is a tricky one. And Spurs, I was reading, I think it was the Times or one of the papers about fatigue. 1 or 2 of the players claiming they've not had days off. So there's a few excuses there. You're right, Harry will come good, but he doesn't look as sharp as attack at the moment. Whereas Glenn Murray's been brilliant, you know, and Brighton showed character coming back against the Saints, 2-0 down, 2-2. I think Brighton will score. But I'm just going to go Spurs to nick this, 2-1.
On to West Ham versus Chelsea. Now, West Ham finally got that win that they were so craving for. That was impressive, especially going forward against Everton. Still looked a bit fragile to me at the back. On any other given day, Everton could have scored 2 or 3, you know. West Ham have conceded the second most amount in the league behind Fulham. So we do think there's goals there for Chelsea, especially the way Sarri sets up now. Hazard's absolutely on fire. Is there a better player in the league? Probably not when he's like this. So for us, we think it could be more doom and gloom for West Ham. They will score. We're looking at Chelsea 3-1 probably, but the selection would have to be for us Chelsea and both teams to score.
Yeah, up front, you know, Yarmolenko, I think he's a real good addition. And Arnautovic, if he gets the supply, he will score, and I think West Ham will score. But like you, I think Chelsea will beat them. I think it'll be tight. It's a London derby. Form goes out the window, but I just fancy Chelsea having more possession. Anderson in midfield, I think he will come good for West Ham, but I think Chelsea just have that cutting edge. They'll keep possession. They'll put West Ham to sleep. I go 1-2. 2-1 victory for Chelsea.
Finally on Sunday we have Arsenal versus Everton. Now this game for us screams goals. You look at the Arsenal forward line, Lacazette, Aubameyang, Ozil when he's on form pulling the strings behind. Everton themselves, you know, Walcott going back against his old club. Richarlison should be back. Now Arsenal's games so far, they've had 19 goals in them in the 5 games. That's almost 4 a game. You know, neither of these teams has kept a clean sheet so far either. So I think this is one for your Sunday afternoon. You know, sit back in the settee. It's going to be entertaining. We're looking at Arsenal around 3-1. Over 3.5 goals we're going to go in this.
Yeah. I'm going to go 3-0. I'm with you. I think Arsenal's firepower up front, you mentioned them, brilliant. You know, there's pace, there's power. Everton had injury problems against West Ham, so that maybe wasn't a big surprise. They'll have one or two back again, but no, this screams out home win, home victory. Arsenal doing okay at the moment. They're beginning to show signs of coming back. And as you say, also, he's still the man who makes them tick, Ramsey also. I can't see Everton scoring, I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm going to go Arsenal 3, Everton 0.
Well, hope you've enjoyed this Premier League tipping preview. Now, do have a look at BetVictor's special offer. If you bet £10 on the football this weekend, you can get up to £60 in free bets. Now, look at the terms and conditions on the video link. Alan, have you enjoyed yourself?
Oh, absolutely. It's great. Look, Premiership can make a fool of us all.
Yeah.
But there does look some interesting games here. The Arsenal looks the banker for me, but who knows? You know, it's the Premier. It's wonderful. I love it. It's not the same international football. No. Premier's the one.
See who comes out on top. I reckon a beer on it, yeah?
A beer, you're on.